Last night I dreamed. I was working in an office, not the one that I work in real life, but one that's similar to that. And I was working for some guy named Jerry. Jerry wore suspenders and a red bow tie and a white button-up work shirt, and his sleeves were rolled up. I'd guess Jerry was in his early 40s. And this was the end of my shift. And I had just changed an ink cartridge in a printer, and I'd gotten a little bit of ink on my hands, so I was saying to Jerry, okay, I'm just about to punch out here. I'm just going to wash my hands first, okay? If I don't see you before you leave, you have a good one, all right, Jerry? And Jerry said, okay, Josh, you too. I walked into the employee bathroom, and the light above the sink was flickering, I remember. And I washed my hands, and I could hear, because there were like slots on the lower half of the men's room door, I could hear that somebody had walked into the office, and this must have been somebody that Jerry knew. It was this loud guy, this real loud, obnoxious, boisterous guy, and he was talking to Jerry, but Jerry wasn't really saying a whole lot in return, and I could also hear the voices of two small children. This guy had brought his kids with him, and he started yelling at his kids about every little thing they were doing. Sit still, shut up, be quiet, don't you move at all. I mean, he's just really treating his kids horribly. And then he asked about me. He's like, where's that Josh guy? And Jerry said, well, he's in the restroom. And thinking, how does this guy even know about me? It's just what has Jerry said to him about me, So I'm waiting in the bathroom. All I had to do was wash my hands. I could walk out at any time, but I don't even want to meet this guy. I don't want to see this guy. I don't want to interact with him at all. I'm thinking about just laying low here for like 5 minutes, at least until this guy gets out of the office and I just don't have to see him. But then I see the men's room door open up, and it's this guy about to come in, and he says to Jerry, he says, you got a big cup? You got a big cup? I'm going to challenge this guy, this Josh dude, to a contest. I know I can fill it up higher than him. I assumed he meant, like urinating into the cup, like his, he wanted to see whose bladder was bigger, or just something gross and sick like that. And, thankfully, the door closed. He didn't walk in. Jerry didn't respond to that request, and I stood there for a little while longer, and things quieted down just a bit. I thought maybe he left, but then I heard his voice again. He's approaching the men's bathroom door, and then mercifully my alarm clock went off and I woke up. It took me a while to remember this dream. I hit the snooze button like 3 times, I think, and just laid in bed with my eyes closed, and finally this one popped back into my head. It's a little disturbing.